another episode of Lain. Last one was great. I had a lot of fun. It was kind of weird feelings inside of me, but at the same time, it was fun. So I guess that's a good thing. I really don't know. There's a lot of mysterious stuff kind of going on, so I don't really have anything else, I guess, to transition us there, lead us into this. I'm just curious, and hopefully we slowly get some answers, some layers a little bit peeled back on these things, even though it's only the second episode. So I'm assuming we're going to just build up more intrigue and mystery surrounding a lot of this. So hopefully you guys do enjoy, though. If you like it all, like and subscribe to me. Lots of me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion. Leave me comments with this episode or series. Let's get going with Serial Experiments Lane episode 2. What is this peer pressure? Girls. We love girls. What did that say? I don't come here because I want to. Why not? Okay. It's a little weird. Uh-oh. What a rip-off. Oh, no. That is straight peer pressure. What are you afraid of? Do the drug. Do it. That looks sharp. I feel like you shouldn't put that inside of you. He's thrilled, though. Absolutely thrilled. He's about to go on the greatest trip of his fucking life. Or he's gonna think he's God. Which would answer all my questions from last time. Nice and early. But if you're foaming at the mouth, probably not good. Everything slows down. Oh shit. He's living life in like 8 frames per second. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's the same.
来てないんだ。わかんない。なんだ。誰か来てんのかと思った。誰かって？レインの空想のお友達。
Her what?
とかね。
You're saying the invisible girl she's seeing? Or is it more so reference towards her talking to herself? Only when she walks it does it. That's crazy. Oh no. Go back inside. Go back inside. Lain, I am nervous for you. You know we can see you. You know you're not hidden. I can't see her, she can't see me. Never mind, they're just looking at each other.
Hora, やっぱり違うよ。
そうかな。でも。何？
What do they know? What did they see?
よしなさいよ。かわいそうじゃないレインが。なんでもないよ。さ。
No, tell us. Tell us.
来てる？メール。メール？ちさちゃんからの。ああ、あのこと？もう来てないって。
I haven't either.
来たの？いたずらメール。
そうなの？
ちょっと気になっただけ。
I'm not gonna tell you I did.
やっぱり似てっかな。レイン、昨日の夜何してた？
でしょでしょ。
Oh, okay, from gotcha.
昨日の夜サイベリアにレインそっくりな子がいてさ。
サイベリア
She's like, what? Where?
私たち昨日勇気出して初めて行ってみたんだよね。
夜中に若い子たちが
Yeah, but you guys are
集ま
in
るところ
middle school, so I don't know about that.
そこでレインにちょっと似た子がいたの。
I don't know if they looked alike, but they had the same thing in the hair.
でレインじゃないよその子。私たちもはっきり見たわけじゃないんだけど、すごく派手な格好してたし、なんかすごい剣幕で怒鳴ってたし。
うん、まあ性格とかも全然違うって感じ。
What she wants to
でも
be.
似てたけどな。そうだ、今度レインも連れて行こうよ。
I don't know about that.
確かめるってと突然性格変わっちゃったりしてね。
そっか、レインも少しはか。
Oh, that'd be great. That's fucked up.
面白いかもよ。
レインだってもうちょっと社交的になった方が楽しいよ。
That's not necessarily true. Allows you to reach the level of God. Gotcha.
意識だけでなく確かに脳の働きも活性化されまして演算機能が倍から最大12倍
Jesus.
高くなるようです。
We have a phone? Well, just forced into it. I actually have no clue how this is gonna go. Just trying to hang out with their friend. Thank you. I would not go if I was her. Place looks sketch. I swear to God, if that weird dude is here. What is that? Who are all these weird motherfuckers? Huh? Huh? These aren't people anymore. What? Okay. I was thinking though, what if Lain takes that drug? Because she seems to process everything like way slower than everyone else. She might just speed up to everybody else's. Just be normal.
いやーよかった。お届け物です。
Is it her
すぐおろします
computer?
のでよろしくお願いします。
Or is it more for her dad? What if they're just random packages that were sent? Oh no, I think it's for her. I was gonna say random packages sent by the fucking email thing.
これって全部あんたんだろ
わかんない。
じゃあこれがなんだか知らないのか？最新式のナビだよ。それもフル装備の。これだけのマシンパワーがあったらワイヤードに入っても全然ストレスなく自由に動けるんだろうな。
全然知らないんだもの。
すぐわかるって。じゃ、どうも。
Hold on. Why did you say that? You have to suss on everybody. Why did you say that line? Is this a normal thing? She just throws that on and vibes. See, I can never envision her going to the club. Oh, she got the slippers too. Bro, she's so dripped out.
届いてたな。レインのナビ。
I figured they would have a weird relationship, so that doesn't seem right.
食事が済んだらセットアップして。
これ今セットしてほしいの。
おいおいどうしたんだい？
She's excited. But she just stares into his soul.
レイン。そうしよう。
To be fair, I don't think she really asked for much.
いつまでも使っててはいけないよ。コミュニケーションというものは人と人との関係。
But you don't. But you don't.
高度なシステムが必要なものだ。わかるかい？レイン。
友達にも自慢できるぞ。おっと、なんだ意味か。どうかしたのかい？
Why does she get that? Uh,
メールは来てる？
レイン宛てのメールはありません。
it's crazy how she only uses it for her mail. And she got this fucking beast of a rig for that. Are they at the club? No, no, no. I'm afraid. I don't want her to go. Please don't go. Oh no, it's happening. It's happening. Ah, fuck. Things are about to get trippy.
折れないよ。
ごめんなさい。
Okay, I guess it's a people for all of her age. I didn't get that vibe before, but
レインさ、夜なら夜向きな服ってもんがあるんじゃないの？
今度レインに大人っぽい服選んであげようよ。
似合うかな？
レイか？
そんなにそっくりだったの？
うん。私絶対レインだって思ったもん。
well, I told you not to go. This is the perfect time to take the drug and fucking analyze the situation. Jump in front of the bullet for someone. Oh no.
何してるんだよあの子。
レイか、ジュリオ。
アリス。
Oh no. Don't go back in there. But you do gotta get your friend.
何見てんだ。
レイン、何してんの？逃げよ、早く。レイン。
And she's gonna see the... Yeah.
なんで俺にこんなことさせんだよ。あんたは一体何の権利があるのさ。俺たちの玉をクリアにしたかっただけなんだ。知らない。そんなこと関係ない。あんたの3万ドル紙も俺は関係ない。
Okay.
絶対にリアルワールドを干渉してはならない。俺は関係ない。あんたは誰なんだ。ああ。関係ない。関係ない。
どこにいたって。人はつながっているのよ。
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't see what's going on here. Let's not act like I do, you know? Let's call what it is. Let's be honest here. Both episodes I felt extremely uneasy. Just so like I get nervous. I just in my stomach it hurts because I just feel like I'm operating like the people who are taking this drug, right? I feel like I'm sitting here in these scenarios, and the moment that like any of the characters say something, everything just slows down and pauses, and my mind just like immediately comes to like 90 different conclusions of like ways that this can go, and all of them are just bad. That like leads me to like, oh, what the fuck are we getting into, you know? And it does that too when I start theorizing on like directions and stuff we can kind of go. I don't know. I just I'm really, really intrigued, I think is what I should start by praising and complimenting, right? I'm think this is fascinating so far, so I'm very excited to get into more. I'm very excited to learn more. But I don't know even where to begin on this. So the immediate thoughts and things I guess that come to mind, a couple different ones. So the Wired, which we've talked about in the previous episode, she was asked to go to the Wired, and I was under the impression possibly it's a place, but then I was thinking possibly just the internet, similar to the navies that they kind of have, which is like that, like in the whole time period and stuff that they're at. So it could just be like that, or seeing like these beings that are connected through something along those lines. So I was operating the entire episode just assuming every time they mentioned it, it's the internet. It could be, entirely can be, and it still can be. But as we progressed more, I started thinking a lot of what if this is more so like another world or something almost? What if this is like the place of, like, say where the dead go or something? And the more I begin to think about if that's a possibility, and even then it could be the internet, it still can be. Then we introduce something like this drug or whatever that we have this episode, which speeds up the way that you can process things, which immediately my mind goes to, okay, we can process things that other people can't see due to the time frames that you can, like, because things are kind of slowed down within the world that you're kind of at, which we get to see a little bit is in like the OP, which I made note of last week, where especially at the end everything just stops and freezes almost, in Lane's continuously kind of walking through it. It's almost like there's this barrier between like the real and the not real, but at the same time the not real, such as possibly the things connected to the Wired, are actually real at the end of the day. And some people, specifically the ones who end up taking this drug, find themselves on the other side of this, but not on the other side, almost on the line between the two, where they start blurring the things between the real and the not real, or the visible and the not visible, which would allow for a scenario that we get to see where possibly this guy takes this thing, and then we see at the end somebody was causing all these things, that were happening. This person's like this lookalike or something, is what we're trying to contribute to Lain, is possibly this person a part of the Wired, and those people who are kind of hooked on this thing are able to actually see the person. But then, now that I think about it more, the classmates and everybody seem to have been able to as well. So maybe there's a scenario where we're playing with people who are kind of on the border without it. And I talked about what if Lain took this because it would speed everything up, but what if there's a chance that maybe she is kind of just naturally in a state like this, and she's already kind of on the line and can view things from both sides of it and see the real and not, and everybody, and there's maybe other people similar to her in a way that become visible almost to the naked eye at the end of the day, that allows the others to see her, that similarly looks like her, which is why like her classmates and everybody else start causing these drawing these comparisons and stuff to her. I'm uncertain, but yeah, I just feel like a lot of what I was about to say kind of goes out the window the more I think about that. But let's continue, and then we'll pull it back a little bit. But yeah, so I'm starting to think, like, what if there's a chance that she's kind of on that line and she can see the things that are there and almost not, and then hence when this guy takes this thing that's there, at the end he ends up watching on as she can kind of observe from the outside and almost knows maybe more than she leads on, which allows her to kind of see this person, drop that line, drop the tone switch and everything that we had about people being connected, similar to even if you don't see them, even if they're not visible, even if you don't think they're real, even if they're gone, we're still kind of connected in some sort of way at the end of the day, and everybody does have some sort of relevance like that, and it allows him to see this person, this thing that everybody else ended up seeing and confusing him for what she actually is or who she actually is, which causes him to go insane, or also on this realization that he just had this like complete freak out or something probably. And my assumption of this would come from, what if there's an opportunity where we have in the school, or even we get to see in the previous episode where I was speculating through daydreaming and these other things, where Lain seems very spacey at moments, and she was seeing seen this stuff kind of come out of her fingers. And again, we see almost like these spirit like things of these other people kind of coming out of the literally nowhere within the school. What if these are the beings and the people and the things and stuff that she's seeing a part of the Wired that's allowing, and while she ends up seeing that, what if that's like when you kind of trip and take this thing that this guy is, he's seeing similar things to that, and he ended up freaking out, which caused him to go on a rampage almost and take out these things. But at the end of the day, they were actually people, or people were in just the line of sight, like a part of them, and he ended up shooting through and actually getting them. So then the moment that he sees like this actual being like Lain, maybe he through his own eyes, he's seeing her at a different perspective than we get to, causing him to kind of trip out and go a little bit crazy, because maybe he sees like both within one and he's uncertain and doesn't know what to do, and then he realizes through what she says about people being connected and them all being one almost allows him to just like lose his shit and have to end up like killing himself or something at the end, is maybe where a little bit of my mind kind of goes. And I think that would explain a lot like the daydreaming stuff and everything, if she's naturally almost in this state where she's on this line and able to see the two things, and all the creepy people and the things and stuff that she's seeing at these different moments where she's just uncertain of what they are and who they are. And I guess that would make sense, but also they're just people, especially the guy behind like the pole and stuff, kind of watching on as he's like observing this person. I don't know, it's hard to really form and get it out there, but it's a little bit, I guess, is to the train of thought that I'm going down here. This catches my eye a lot, because I wasn't certain last time if this was just in the show or if it was part of the intro, and it's appearing now. It's a part of the intro. Present day, present time. What exactly do you mean by that? I don't fully know. It's almost like we see these two versions. Like this version is this, I'll go back and see, but when he sees that girl, is she wearing a similar outfit to that? Because then when Lain goes out, she's wearing something along these lines, you know? Was it 2 in 1 or is it different? Because also then my mind starts going a little bit towards what if we just play into Lain has like multiple personalities or something, and some of them come out at night. Like maybe she was actually there, right? Like maybe she is going to the club at night, and she's actually just not aware of it, right? Like what if some random shit like that is happening and that other version of herself is coming out? It would be kind of nuts. But what if at the same time, what if none of that's real? You know, what if the Wired is just like these people who are like getting like essentially like a virtual reality almost, but it's not like this physical thing you're acting out or doing anything, and it's like this imagination world almost that she's kind of creating, whether it's in her own head space or whether it's like this online kind of scenario thing, and they're kind of just seeing each other and acting out the emotions and stuff through this, or she's kind of creating. I don't know. It's a little weird. I didn't come here because I wanted to, but who exactly are we speaking on when we talk about not coming here because they don't want to? Because that's the thing too, is when we get these, I'm still not sure where this is coming from. My original assumption was almost these emails and these things that are being sent, but we don't really get any of them, but we get similarities towards lines and things that we get later on, which almost feels like they come from like Lain or from like an inner thought or something possibly regarding her. But then it's like when we say stuff like this, it's like, why would we do that? I don't know. Maybe it's this guy being connected in some sort of way to these things, and he's hearing like these voices and people that are kind of coming from him, and this is where he learns about all of this stuff, which allows him to kind of trip and go into this. What did they say for the description of it? Not a drug, but you have to jump through the hoops to get to it, and then you accelerate. They explain that a little bit later on, and a lot of that makes sense. So he starts going fucking crazy. Are these her friends? I don't think so. That one girl looked like it, but I don't know. This other girl is doing some shit. Yeah, that's not the same outfit. So I'm not sure. But she does have the same like hairpin, which is why I get why he's seeing that. Hurry up and come to me is like, what the fuck are we talking about? Lain struggled to have no emails still, keeps looking. Her sisters and her mom are mad weird. I mean, her dad is too, but I kind of grew on him a little bit, or he grew on me a little bit this episode. So that was kind of cool because I was really sus of him last time. They're just weird. It's like, I thought someone is in here, your imaginary friend. It's like, was it just because she was saying things? Like she was talking to herself almost, so she thought that she overheard it or that there would be somebody here? Or is she speculating or something, or saying because Lain doesn't have any friends and she's just like poking fun at her for no reason? Or is she hinting towards the possibility that she knows more than is actually there? Or does Lain actually have something, and she's gone through something where she's acted like she has a friend, or she's seeing visions and these things that actually aren't there, and they kind of dismiss it, so she's just kind of toying around and playing with her a little bit? I mean, similar to like her talking about getting an email from whatever, it would make a lot of sense why the mom almost just dismisses entirely what she says, because she's going out of her way and seeing these things. Like this guy, I still can't make it up. What's he doing? Why is he observing her? It's almost like they're trying to find that person from the previous night, or they're being led to here, but why? And then why is she, like, in this moment not able to process anything, but being able to almost have that tone switch almost later when we get to see her in the club, and being able to process what happens and just literally approach the dude with the gun, but instead be so afraid in a situation like this. Immediately the flash, and she shows up at school. They talk a lot about what they've seen and where she should actually go. Yeah, so these aren't her friends. The same people I saw earlier. Actually, maybe, I guess because the longer hair looked black there, but I don't know. I don't think they are, though. Trying to get her to go out there. I don't know why there's a club that they can even get into or anything, but that is the case. Questioning if this is actually her or not, and they have no idea. We learn a little bit about the drug and what it's kind of capable of. Everybody's excited about going, but she's like, nah, I ain't doing that. Then she sees something almost as she goes off. It's like this vision of this person, possibly somebody who has passed before, possibly something that others maybe shouldn't be seeing. And then that's where I kind of get these visions of like, or the feeling of these visions and stuff that she's having. It still could just be her tripping out entirely, or it could be she has the ability for some reason to be able to see people that are part of this. But then like the big question I really start having though is the faces that they make every time that she sees it, because this is the second time that we've seen one. And it's almost like a morph or a blend of like multiple faces that get connected into one. So why exactly is that the case? Or maybe not it, but different expressions and stuff of the same person being formed at the same time, as if somebody on the outside is observing these multiple things, or they're trying to make the person observe that, which would make sense that if like the dude in the club seeing, say, Lain from his perspective, he's seeing some shit like this, he would go crazy and just trip out, or he was seeing other people like this and it would lead to him shooting or doing something. Would like make a lot of sense, but she's just like left in a mode where she doesn't know what's happening here, so maybe just the inside of her gets taken over at something. I don't know. Her dad got her the computer. That's pretty sweet. What a guy. Trying to get her connected with the online. She has no clue what's going on at all. I hate when she's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about this. He's like, I'll suit it up, you will. I hate that, because that's the line we had before where it's like, everybody will know at some point. Somebody. Suit it up, everybody's gonna know. Like, I don't know about all that. I fucking love the bear suit. So drippy. She got the shoes and everything too. I fucks heavy with it. This like was unexpected to me. I just felt like they didn't probably have a family relationship that was good, like any of them connected at all. So like this just feels a little weird to me. But then of course the moment that this happens, the mom just running away and like not wanting to communicate or be around her or anything is like a little weird, because of how open the dad kind of is to being here and talking to her. Her making this demand that she wants it set up now too. I don't even know the proper read or anything to get into this. I think it's literally she just doesn't know what to do next, and she just wants the email. But it's like a little weird to me. But all right, he just immediately is like, all right, I'll do it. And I love how his eyes go like this. Like he gets in his gamer mode. He realizes it's time. You'll be able to connect with all of your friends, and you can mature alongside your relationships with the others. It's kind of weird, his perspective on it, but sure, whatever. We got a fucking sick rig, you know? He got us the 4090. We can't complain, you know? Like, it's just, it's one of those. Like, you gotta just let it be. It's pretty advanced, too, assuming all this takes place, say, similar timeline or whatever. That this stuff kind of came out, having like this vocal recognition and stuff, and the way that it's able to kind of coordinate all of this is really interesting. The sister kind of observing on and watching on and just being a little weird and walking away is kind of weird. I still don't know the read at all to get on this, and her friends want her to come. Why won't you come is what we say from this. So it's like, once again, I'm seeing like with them asking, it's like the mail that we're getting still from this, but I guess this isn't from one direct source either. I don't know. She shows up. This is OP outfit. Who we get to see, she's wearing she got the bear on the hat. So that's how you know she's fucking dope. We fuck heavy with that. Oh no, maybe, okay, with the outfits, those are her friends that they showed at the table then. Absolutely. Okay. Cool. Not that that really does anything, but I'm interested. They're like, you gotta get some more grown-up clothes. It's like, dude, you're fucking 12. Settle down. What are we talking about? So like that. Yeah, it's positive as you until somebody just shows up and starts lighting the bitch up. Which it's like really trippy. Why is that happening? What's he seeing? Why did it make him do that? Likely on the drug. Same dude, I'm assuming, right? That we saw from the beginning. Everybody's like, get out of here. And Lain just holds strong. It's like shock almost. Like, what am I seeing? Why am I here? And then she just like at a certain point kind of calms down. Or when did he say the... So he tries to get her to go away. And then he asks, why are you making me doing this? And asks about what her right is. And that he doesn't know anything. You are that scattered gods. Doesn't get to finish it. So it's almost like he's like, or she's being operated or toyed with. Like she's the puppet in the scenario, or she's being employed almost by this god, is what they're assuming, to do the dirty work or go out and like recruit and get people and do things. And he's losing his shit and doesn't know what to do. And for whatever reason, something in her controls her to the point that she walks forward in front of this gun and has the complete change in expression and shift in tone too, letting him know that no matter where he goes, everybody is always connected, which is constant thing that we're seeing, that we're hearing, that yeah, to a certain extent, but also would work, I guess, for some of the things that I've talked about, but probably not all the specifics of it. Leaves me really questioning and wondering what possessed her, took over her to allow her to step forward and do this. What put her in the scenario that, you know, she was comfortable with saying and changing and all of this, especially as we've seen her being so timid around so many of these other beings and things that she's seeing. And then the moment you see somebody with an actual weapon and stuff that, you know, brings you to the point that you have that confidence to walk forward and do this, why the change in voice almost, why the change in everything, that what exactly it is that takes over that allows her to do that is really the thing that leaves me wondering and questioning. And it leaves him to a point that he drives himself, I'm assuming likely insane, to the point that he kills himself, unless that was somebody else on the outside somehow just laying in some shots, but I don't think so. Really weird. Really fucking weird. I don't know what else to latch on to. There's a bunch of stuff. We're just gonna have to get into another one, I guess, and see. Enjoying it quite a bit. Hopefully you guys are as well. If you like it all, like and subscribe to me on to feel free to check out the videos and channel. Leave me comments with this episode of series. I'll be back for episode 3 very soon. I hope you guys have a great one. Peace.